Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Akuban Nights. We are here. It is the next morning. The thieving has gone well. The party has a plan to steal a key and bring it back to another group of people.
Yeah. And not get arrested somehow.
And not get arrested. Right, that's a key part of the plan. So, what is it?
Well, I think the basic plan has a couple of steps that are intertwined. So I want to take my first shift as a junior lieutenant and basically get to know who my superiors are, who are actually higher ranked than I am, and at which time and point they are taking their lunch breaks and where they're eating, if they're eating in the mess hall like the rest of the guards, and who delivers the meals.
Sure.
If there's a schedule to like the guard duty at the gate and stuff.
That's all wonderful information that'll probably take a few days to get because your first day on the job isn't even related to that stuff. It's them trying to like drill discipline into you and drill loyalty into you. With lots of blustery speech about uniting Akuba under one rule of the only people that have ever had any sense in running things, the people in charge of the treasury and the commerce and all this and that. And a lot of like sort of bashing the royal family for their incompetence for generations and lots of, pride over what you will be doing soon.
And I totally agree. I dig in and I join the fan club.
All right. Give me. No, I don't need a charisma check from you. It's fine. All right. You're partaking in the fan club. You march around the city in circles for hours. They make you put on heavy armor and run through the desert for like half an hour and then give you a bunch of water and make you do all sorts of ridiculous things that seem sort of pointless and fruitless, if just maybe to build camaraderie with your other people. We will come back with Bud a little bit later in the day when you have your lunch break. But let's go to Sarah next. What's your plan, Sarah?
Right. So somewhere during that day, I will approach the barracks or wherever I would find the guards, I guess. And the plan is, so I would have given over most of my jewelry except for my rings to Maya, I guess, to take care of them. So I don't look like the richest cleric of Martha that has ever walked the earth, right?
Right.
I'm still going to be in desert attire and I'm still going to be wearing the veil, I guess. And then I would try to approach the barracks.
Sure. You approach the barracks. No problem.
And I guess I'll in that case, I'll put on an accent and I'll say, greetings, good guard. I am a cleric of Martha and I've traveled very, very far. I have come here to offer my services to the good people of these barracks in exchange for maybe a possibility to stay a while.
The guards are pleased, and sure enough, there is an injured person within the barracks that they would love for you to attend.
Wonderful. So what I will like, just get straight to work. I'll still, wear the veil, but I'll try to apply some of the stuff I've also learned from Sparkle, and I'll, get on medicine duty.
All right. Yeah, it looks like this person there's a training accident, and he took a fairly nasty scrape all the way down his arm. It's 4 HP worth of damage. It happened 2 days ago, so he's still wounded from it.
Right.
Yeah. What other things would you like to get out of this? Because you've definitely made it in with these people. There's no suspicion. Why would a cleric of Martha ever lie about anything? They're all good people.
Technically, I haven't lied because I've traveled very far. And I'm a
Your accent is a
obviously
lie.
My accent is not a lie. My accent, sorry. I mean, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess what we're getting out of this is gonna What I'm gonna do is though, while I'm healing this guard, I'm gonna say, how is the condition of your men these days? Because I've heard that many strange diseases crawl through these lands these days.
Diseases?
Oh yeah, some really nasty stuff.
Well, we haven't had any diseases yet. And actually, since we took over, it's been pretty easy. The civilian populace is easily cowed, driven out the other nobles, and it's too far for them to travel. The Shazaran family has to make their way past, what do you call it? Unyaka before they can even get here, so we're fine.
Well, how has the
Great.
food situation been the past few weeks?
You know, I hate to say it, but we've been importing a lot of food from Drekis. A lot of grain from Outlast, but hey, sometimes politics makes for strange bedfellows.
Well, I guess as long as everything is going all right, it seems a little, dangerous to me. But I don't tell anybody. It's not my place to have an opinion about these things. I'm just a simple healer,
Right, of course.
But if anything is ever happening and you feel a little off, just let me know. I do have a help or two, to have.
What? I didn't follow a single word of that, ma'am. Your accent is so strong.
Don't worry about it, I said. I pat his hand.
Okay, sure. All right, do you heal the dude?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else you want from him?
No, but I guess as I heal him, he smells like the scent of a fresh herbal garden.
Basil, and is that mint? In the desert? All right. So, Maya, anything you were doing this morning?
I'm muting myself for a start. Not sure. Okay, probably going to try to suss out the mayor and the guard captain see if, yeah.
All right.
Just sort of like gonna try and subtly suss out them both and see if either of them are seducible.
Well, the mayor is walking around the city taking stock of things. How would you like to assess if she is seducible?
Probably just go up to her and just sort of be like, I hear you're the mayor.
She's like got bodyguards nearby and is in the middle of a conversation with someone, and this random.
I'll politely wait until she's done with the conversation before I go butting in.
But you know, she's about her day, and this person comes up and is like, yes, I'm the mayor. Excuse me.
I just want you to thank you for doing such a good job with the town and I feel so safe here. We've had a terrible time getting here, and it's just so nice to finally be somewhere that's properly run, and I'd just like to express my gratitude to you.
She reaches out a hand to shake yours and says, "Thank you, good citizen. It's people like you that will help us win this war. What's your name?"
Oh, my name is Amalia.
Amalia? Fantastic. And tell me, Amalia, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a cook.
You're a cook, huh?
Yes.
Anything interesting? Any delicacies that you bake?
Oh, well, I do make some quite good honey cakes if I do say so myself. Pastries were usually my specialty.
Good. We need good pastries in a time like this. A well-fed soldier is a happy soldier, and
Do you like honey cakes?
Well, I do. Honey is sweet and wonderful, and I like all things sweet.
I'm going to give her a little sort of like, oh, really?
Sure, her face betrays nothing else. But she hasn't walked away from you yet. Her other retainers are sort of standing around, shifting their weight, waiting for her to be done with this conversation so they can go back to the work of running the city. But
I'm going to sort of give her a little look from under my lashes and be like, perhaps I could bring you some honey cakes sometime.
Of course. Do you know where my office is?
I don't actually know.
She gives you directions to the office. Come by anytime.
Oh, thank you. Anytime is best, or?
When business is concluded, sometime in the evening then.
Oh, certainly. I will do so. That would be my pleasure.
She shakes her hand again and continues walking through the city streets with her people.
Is it a particularly lingering handshake, or is it just a...
Yeah, it's, you know how you can have like an interaction that is like a quarter second too long? It's just, it's that barely longer than you would expect, but not so long that someone else that's not intimately involved in that situation could tell. You know, like the hugs
She's
that
DTF.
are...
She is DTF, okay.
That's a large conclusion from a subtle action.
It's fine.
Maybe she just really likes honey cakes, you know? Maybe she's trying to get in good with the baker. That's what I would do. Anyone, male or female, comes up to me and says they're a baker who can bring me honey cakes, I'll give lingering hugs. Oh, yeah.
But, you know, either way, she's going to put something of mine in her mouth, and I can work with that. And that's how you break the GM, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, Bud. It's your lunch break. It's your lunch break, Bud. What are you doing? Save me.
I slowly and with passion.
Maya, not Maya. Sarah, what are you doing? Sarah, what are you doing?
I'm currently seducing that guard who's
No,
still...
all right. That's it. I can't. You guys make me uncomfortable. It's too hot in here. Okay, sorry, Bud. For realsies, though, what are you doing?
Well, it's lunch break. I'm eating something, sure. With my new found comrades. I despise, but not show them.
Okay. Make some rolls here. All right. Okay. Things go well for you. I guess by the end of the day, you will be sitting down to mess with the other officers in a barracks. Although all of you recruits will be in one section, and then the like actual soldiers and officers are in another. Yeah?
So, you're a great troop. I didn't think you're actually nice. Well, it's my first time in the military.
One of the soldiers gives a grunt and goes, "Really? Because you're a pretty tough bastard, you know? You seem like you've seen some shit. Do you do something other than... You have experience elsewhere?"
I was working working as a guard for a caravan. And you see a lot of things if you move around in Akuban. It's not always as easy, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing compared to fighting a war. So, how did it happen that the others betrayed us? These dirty bastards.
The guards shake their heads, and immediately the conversation devolves into like 10 different theories of how it could have gone. None of which are accurate. They're all crazy. As someone who's intimately familiar with how politics are run in this country, you find yourself countlessly being like, that's not how it works. No, you don't. They don't just make declarations. There's actually a committee who decides this thing. And like, they're all ignorant bastards. None of them knows anything.
Friends. I know everyone has a different opinion. But in the end, it doesn't matter who betrayed us. It is just important that we win the war and we unite Okuba.
They agree and they cheer and there's pounding on the tables.
Yeah, and I'm drinking and trying to be as nice as possible to them, and trying to find out who has which position and who's usually the one working for at the gate. And I guess I heard it's a good job opportunity working at the gate. You see a lot of things.
Yeah, one of the people tells you that he was recruited a few days ago, and he's seen what's going on, and he's a little concerned that there's not a lot of soldiers here. It's mostly raw recruits like this, and some like levy troops with a few, some very few professional guards or soldiers at all. And that the gatekeeper is one person. It's the same captain over and over again, and it's just her job to guard the gates.
For how many are we? I mean, shouldn't there be more if you need to protect the city? Just imagine someone attacks us.
Well, I mean, if they come by sea, they gotta get through the Navy, which they can't do. And if they come over land, they gotta get through the White Desert, which they can't do as a whole army. So we're pretty safe here. I think this is, how do you want to call it? The soft but protected underbelly? You know? Unapproachable by land, unapproachable by sea. All the good recruits have already been moved off to Aldir.
Yeah. And how many are we? I mean, us
100?
commanding officer and 100 total. Well,
Maybe 100?
that's a decent. That's a decent size. Who's the captain? You know. Can you tell me who the captain is of the guard? He said over and over again.
Oh, you mean that captain? The captain of the gates.
Of the gate.
Not the captain of the company, because they're different people. The captain of the gates is, I don't think I've given her a name yet, have I? We're gonna call her... Oh, wait, didn't we? Wasn't she...
Well, the captain of the guard, you said, was Deborah.
Deborah,
But I'm not sure if she's also the one at the gate.
Yeah, Deborah is the gate captain. And then the captain of the company is a gentleman named Peter. So you will get more specifically, let me pull up this other chart over here. Aldir, no, we're not in Aldir, we're in Pikes Point. We've got a population of 4,500. So, la. So you will get that the town has their sheriff and the gate captain and roughly 100 people to defend the whole town from everything. And then there is the army that is training, the company that is training here, made up of local recruits and mercenaries like yourself who have volunteered for this. And they roughly number 100 as well, but they're two separate groups of people. The existing watchmen are the better trained, and the raising company is brand new green recruits, probably would break in a battle.
What are the numbers? The trained recruits are how many?
They're both about 100, ballpark.
Both about 100, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. And I'd take a good look at the captain of the guard, just to remember how she looks like. And later at night, I want to meet up with Maya and the rest of the family.
Okay. Was there anyone else that wanted to do something else that didn't make me uncomfortable and blush?
Not right now, no.
Is there anything that you want to do that would make me uncomfortable and blush?
Not right now.
Oh, thank God. Maya? Right, it sounds like the party meets back up that evening before Maya heads over to...
In fact, what Maya would like to do is try and bake some honey cakes.
Do you have a cooking proficiency?
Nope. Or possibly find some decent honey cakes somewhere.
Ah, there we go. That's a reasonable thing. You can
Yeah.
find some honey cakes, but in this wartime economy, their price has been jacked up. They're far more expensive than they ever should be. They're still wildly affordable for you, though.
Okay, I'm going to purchase some honey cakes.
I'm going to put honey cake on here. A pound of honey cakes will normally sell for 100 copper. No,
Okay.
200 copper normally, but in this wartime economy, it's doubled. So 400 copper for the honey cakes, 40 silver, 4 gold, however you want to pay it.
40 silver. Jesus. Fucking ripoff. Okay.
Seriously, yeah. And that is 1 pound of honey cakes.
40 silver. Okay. So what was that in gold again? 4 gold.
4, yes.
4 gold. Okay. I will purchase the honey cakes. There we go. And then I would like to poison one of them with, let's see, something fun. I don't understand how the kill, paralyze, and slow work. Can I poison it with a paralytic that is non-lethal? Is there such a thing? I'm not sure if the 0 means it doesn't kill or if it just immediately kills.
No, 0 means it won't kill. So they need to roll. Those are DCs. So if they pass, with the F1, if they pass a 10, they will not die. And if they pass a 15, they won't be paralyzed, right? So with the 0, there's just 0 chance of them dying. Yeah. So did you want I don't remember what you called it, but the thing that makes you puke or the thing that paralyzes you or incapacitates you or something?
Is that one that knocks you out? I'm not.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's some of the narcotics will put you to sleep real quick.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then some of these other things will just incapacitate you and make them feel so sick that they're not going to be able to do anything, but they won't be unconscious. They'll just be sick and gross.
Okay, onset 30 minutes. Right.
It's a good one right here.
Although they're both quite bitter or sour. Actually, would the sort of the sourness of, say, mandrake root be offset by the honey cakes?
Yes, probably. They might be masked, and the honey cakes might come off a little bit tart or bland, but the flavor would definitely be
some
masked.
Extra honey to one of the honey cakes just to
drizzle it on top.
Yeah, just add extra honey to offset, and probably a little bit of sugar on top as well, and just really fancy it up. Just presentation is everything.
Perfect. Okay, so you put some of your mandrake root, which is a ginger-like root, and you can scrape bits of it and stick it in the honey cakes and cover them with honey. Mandrake root is a fantastic, if short-lived, sedative.
How long does it? Okay, so duration 1 hour.
Yeah.
Nice, perfect. Just what I need. So I will fancy myself up a little bit. Just enough to be sort of artlessly attractive kind of thing. And I will take the honey cakes and just head on up to the mayor's office.
All right. Did you want to chat with your party before you left, or did you want to do it without talking to them? Because it sounded like Bud wanted to speak to you, but you don't have to talk to him.
Yeah, Maya's probably just going to be like, that's worth a try. I'm just going to see if I can get things done before anybody knows what's up.
All right, so before Bud comes back to the party, you make your way to the mayor's office, and there she is, completing business for the day. You can see her kicking out the last person, and she dismisses her scribe. And as the scribe walks out the door, she looks up and sees you with your basket, plate, cloth of honey cakes.
Yeah, basket with probably a gingham cloth over it.
Mm-hmm.
just for pure sort of, just for cheesiness' sake. So I'm just like, hello.
Hi, she says and waves you over. The scribe gives you like a second look as you walk into the building, but hurries off to finish his day. And the mayor is there, saying, "I didn't expect to see you so soon. Are those the cakes you mentioned?"
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yes, yes, they are. I made them specially.
Well, let's have a bite, shall we?
Oh, yes. I've got one for you and one for me. And
are you giving her one of the poisoned ones?
oh yeah, totally.
Okay. She will.
Oh, do you have anything to drink with these? I'm quite parched. Actually, have you got any water or anything? Or
she pulls open a drawer and pulls out a bottle of wine. And closes the drawer.
Oh, marvelous.
Pours you each a glass.
I'll sort of clink glasses with her
and she will start to munch on the honey cake, kicking her feet up on the desk, staring you down, and sort of make some small talk with you. Some sort of, how do you want to call it? Like, interested in who you are as a person, sort of like trying to get the lay of the land. Who is this random, weird woman who came up to me in the middle of the crowd offering me sweets?
I'll sort of perch on the edge of her desk and just be like, oh yes, well, I just I've actually travelled quite a little way, but I came here not very long ago. It was by ship. We decided to hang on. Let me just look at the map so I can make my bullshit up. Roll 20 moved everything again. God frickin' damn it. So yeah, I was be like, so we originally from Sandashar actually, but obviously as the other families moved in, we went south and then took a ship to here, get away from all the fighting, because this is a very safe place to be. We heard it was a good place to stay.
So you're not from Pikes Point then? How interesting. What is your favorite part of Sandashar? I've always really appreciated, and she lists something that is not a feature of the city. Like something that definitely doesn't exist.
I'm not familiar with that actually. Are you sure you're thinking of Sandashar?
Oh yes, the purple tower, right in the middle of city in the town square. You know what? I must be thinking about last. Of course Sandashar doesn't have a purple tower. What am I thinking?
Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And I'll just sort of eat my cake a bit more and just be like, so how did you get to be mayor then?
She launches into a short story, and half an hour in, she starts to yawn and stretch and sort of wraps up the conversation as quickly as she can and goes, it's late and I'm getting tired. Maybe you can bring by some more honey cakes tomorrow, or what's another specialty? Blueberry muffins?
Oh well,
maybe some muffins.
I was thinking actually. You were a very attractive woman. I don't know if this is forward or if
No, I am.
Would you maybe like to go on a date sometime? It's fine if you don't want to. I was just yes.
Well, I don't know about a full date. I mean, someone of my stature, someone of your stature, what would people say?
Well, you are interested, yes?
I'm a woman of broad tastes, let's call it.
Oh, good. I'm just gonna sort of like climb on her lap and start kissing her.
She is surprised by this. You get +1 to your kissing, I guess.
Yay!
She will go for it.
Do not try that in real life, though.
Oh no. Look, I'm already knocking her the hell out. I just want to keep her, distracted while she passes out.
Yeah, she is quite drowsy, and after a moment of snogging, which I hope I used that correctly, you start to get the impression that she's probably just drowsy and not going to fall asleep the whole way. Like she passed the sleep but failed the drowsy bit, so she's just like really tired, and like she's enjoying the kissing, but she sort of like stops initiating and sort of just like responds to the kisses and sort of stretches and she's like into it, but she's tired. I'm tired too.
In that case, Interesting. What I'm probably going to do then is, since plan A didn't work. Oh my god, right, I need a fast acting one. God damn it.
What are you gonna do?
In that case, I'm going to use some giant spider venom. Which is on one of my brooches. I'm going to say it's like you take the brooch pin, and as I'm as I'm snogging her, I'll just take the brooch pin and just kind of like jab her in the arm with it, and then quickly put it back on. And just
right. It feels like she just got scraped by one of your many pieces of jewelry in the throes of her.
Sorry about that.
Very uncomfortable. I've been stabbed by my wife's ring during very regular activities, just like, oh, Neal did it. Oh, the ring. Oh, it hurts. And it happens. And she goes to make her next check. And a few minutes later, what happens if you're slowed and drowsy? I feel like that's probably enough to give her, maybe put her to sleep or something. Oh yeah, she fails the other con check, and her like kissing slows down, and she leans back in the chair and like pulls you onto her, so she doesn't even have to support her own head. And then a few moments later, you realize there's like no response, and the mayor's just like passed out on the chair with you on top of her, just kind of like.
I guess I'm just going to give her a little peck on the cheek, stand up, and start searching her office for the key.
Yeah, it's on her waist, right there.
Oh, right, boom. I will sort of like whip out the thing, make an impression, of the key, put it back on her waist, pocket the thing, and then I will. Yeah, I'll just sort of like leave with the rest of the honey cakes and a little note saying, sort of like, dear, whatever your name is. Did I ever get her name?
Was it Jane? It might have been another Jane. I don't know.
Whatever. Well, I'm assuming she's introduced me to her at some point during the proceedings.
We'll
she's
call
got
her
a nameplate
Hilda.
What does the nameplate on the door say, Neal?
Hilda.
Dear Hilda. Very enjoyable evening. Sort of like slightly insulted you nodded off, but I understand that sort of like you lead a busy and hard life. Hope to do this again sometime. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Nice.
And I'll just leave with the honey cakes and take a last sip of the wine, just be like, good year. And then I'll leave the honey cakes on the desk and then just take the basket with me because baskets don't grow on.
Right, okay. You head out and make your way back to the tavern, and you see Bud coming in sweating. His face is beet red from like the workout all day. His clothes are soaked. There's like a stench that follows him as he walks in from his hard day labor.
Maya just comes in like the smuggest motherfucker on the planet, plonks herself down, just kind of takes up the box, goes like, we can go whenever we like now.
I just take a look at Faye.
Mission is
But
accomplished.
we had
Am
a
I
plan.
there too? Was I allowed to leave like in between?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You're all here. The party's gathered together at the tavern.
Maya's
So what
just
you're saying is you didn't stick to the plan, but you went off on your own.
Yes.
So we endangered ourselves entirely in vain.
You weren't in any danger. You were doing honest labor. You were doing some good, weren't you?
I thought we were a team. What happened to that?
Look, there was a very complex plan with a lot of moving parts. And then I saw an opportunity to do it in a much safer way that only endangered me. So I took the opportunity.
That you couldn't tell any of us about.
Sometimes you just have to do the thing when the opportunity arises, okay? I had to act fast.
Did you? What did you do exactly?
I seduced the mayor. She's fine. She's having a lovely nap
How did you seduce her?
with honey cakes. You catch more flies with honey, you know?
So you're telling me you went to buy honey cakes, but you didn't have the time to talk to one of us. But you had to act fast.
Look, I thought...
Listen, you can lie to everybody. That's fine, but don't lie to my face. You had the time, you didn't want to tell us. That's the problem.
There would have
Because
been
you're
an
not
argument.
transparent.
Okay, look. Can't you just be happy that I got it done? Honestly, you're the worst.
If you're ever in danger and we don't know where you are, we can't come and fetch you.
Look, I'm fine, okay? I can look after myself. I don't need a babysitter.
If they catch you, you endanger the entire family.
Can't we do
And
it
if we
more?
can't come and help you, then we might all be in trouble. I don't want you going off on your own again without telling any of us if you have the opportunity. If you have time to buy honey cakes, you have time to tell your family, because we're a team.
Oh, God, you're not my mother.
No.
Fine, I'll tell you next time, all right? We'd be happy. We got it done. We can go. We can go and see the attractive guide again. It'll be great.
And how do I leave now?
Well, I don't know. That's your problem. How were you going to leave anyway?
Well, I guess I'm gonna help the war from this end. Have fun, family, on the other end.
Or we could just look. I could disguise you. We could book passage on a ship right now. It'll be fine.
No. I think we can use some poison to make me ill. And Maya make up a story about this not being able to be treated here. And that it can be contagious so that we get a passage back to Pike's Point.
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I will quite happily poison you, brother. Yes, that's...
Yeah, I thought that might be on your mind. Not now, but maybe later on.
I'm shocked you would even think such a thing, brother.
It's either poison or a dagger.
I wouldn't kill you, okay? It's just fun to think about sometimes when you're particularly annoying. Like now. And
I
now.
know you had to live on your own for a long time. And I know how the life on the street is.
I wasn't on
But
the
I
street.
also know that it is good to have backup and to have people who actually
Fine.
look out for you.
Can I take my minions with us, please? Because they're kind of handy and I like them.
What minions? What else did you do in the
You
city?
see to them. See, yes, I may have found just a little couple of, stealthy, sneaky types. You know the girl who robbed our sister?
No, very trustworthy.
They were hungry.
Hmm.
I mean, they're also not very skilled, but giving them a bit of a brush up. Well, if I tell you what, if I can't take them with us, then at least I'll just go and, let them know what's going on. I mean, that's important, right?
We need to take them with us. They've seen you. And what if the major starts...
Okay, that's fine. Yes, we'll bring them with us. I'll go get them now.
Ask questions.
Okay, I'll go
about
get them
his
now. Maya's
lover.
just like gone.
All right. So, other party members, now that Maya's left, do you have anything to say to each other?
Sometimes I could strangle her, but with love.
My problem is she's very talented, but if she ever fails, I think she's just gonna put us all in terrible danger. And she doesn't even realize it because she's too naive to think about that. She's a child
She's
after
young.
all.
You're getting naive and self-centered mixed up.
No, I think I'm pretty sure that she's naive. Like in that regard, she is, because she's always had to fend for herself. She doesn't recognize the value in having relationships with people who are close to you, because she's never had that, probably. So.
Some true sibling rivalry coming up here. All right. Well, go for it.
So, I hope the poison will not kill me. And
I won't let it kill you.
Yes. Good. You have a good story for it?
I have the best story for it. Leave it to me.
Well, time to get a good meal. The last one for the next couple of days, I guess.
You're ready to lose some weight?
I'm gonna lose weight.
Yeah.
I mean, if she's using the throwing up poison, you might.
I mean, I have a range of poisons.
Well, I'm gonna get something to eat and then go to bed, and guess in the morning or whenever Maya feels ready to poison me, she can just give me one of the honey cakes or whatever I'm getting.
All right. Well, that next
You don't
morning.
get the honey cakes. You just drink the nasty shit straight down.
Thanks.
While she eats the honey cakes in the tavern.
It's just there like, honey cake, anybody?
That morning.
Yeah, I would have, by the way, gone sort of like met up with the two and just been like, right, you've done a brilliant job, but the plan has changed. I'm going to give them like a couple of gold just to sort of tide them over, because they were willing, and I feel Maya feels a little bit. Oh wait, no, are we getting them or? Oh no, we're bringing them with us, aren't we? That was the plan. Yeah, okay, I'll be like, okay, right. Yes, so you two. Plan has changed. I found a way to succeed in our mission without too much risk, but we need you to come with us. Would you like to go on an adventure?
How will we find our parents when they come home?
We can bring you back again afterwards.
But what if they come back looking for us and we're not here, and then they think we're dead?
Do you have anybody you can leave a message with?
No. Where would we go? What would we do?
Oh, you would be our assistants.
What? Who the hell? Who are you?
How would you like to be an apprentice? It's good money, good experience.
Leave the city with a woman we just met yesterday?
With
My
a
mom
merc-
warned me about people like you,
We are
says the boy.
No. We're a mercenary company. We work for very important people. This could be a good future for you.
The girl looks you square in the eye and says, "You're not sex traffickers, are you? Trying to gather up children off the streets and take them to faraway lands?"
You, on my life, I have no intentions in that direction whatsoever.
Uh-huh.
On my life.
Jimmy, don't look at her anymore. We should go.
Wait. You will come with us, or I will turn you into the guards. Come with us. Be paid.
She shouts,
Very
"Run,"
nice.
and the two of them go in different directions immediately. You can pick which one you want to...
No, I'm just like, whatever.
All right. They bolt. Okay.
Eh.
It's fine. They're not trusting people.
And they're
it's
not
only been
exactly
a
going to go
day.
to the guards and be like, "Hi, this lady saved us from getting arrested, but now she wants to take us away somewhere."
Right. Okay. Well, I guess the party can meet up and you can poison the crap out of your brother.
Yeah, I'll be like, the children didn't want to come, but I didn't want to push the issue because it would have gotten nasty.
And where are they
won't tell
now?
anyone.
Where are they now?
Hiding somewhere.
What did you tell them?
I gave them a chance to come with us and, learn some good life skills. They weren't interested, and I didn't particularly want to chase them through the streets. I feel that would have drawn attention. They are going to go to the authorities. They're criminals.
But you didn't reveal anything about our plan or that we're...
No. They know almost
Good.
nothing. In fact,
What
they
do you
only-
mean by all?
almost nothing. They know my face. That's about it.
Did you tell them anything about what we're doing here?
No. I said we had a mission. I didn't tell them what it was, though.
Oh God! Why?
Nobody knows we're connected. Nobody knows that the key has been stolen. Well, the key is... Nothing has been stolen. Nothing has been done. No crime has been committed as far as these people know. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Can I speak to you outside?
Me?
Yes, outside.
Outside with all the people? Fair enough,
Yes.
brother. Fair enough. I will follow you outside.
We can't risk to get identified. And we can't risk them getting catched and snitching anything of that. Of a mercenary group or anything. If they have your description, maybe the guards can tie one and one together. Some of them aren't as stupid as I thought they were.
All right. What would you like to do?
Kill them.
I adamantly refuse.
Then make sure they come with us.
They will be hiding. They will be almost impossible to find. I think we're wasting time. The quicker we get out of here, the quicker nobody is ever the wiser.
Can you find them?
No. We're wasting time. Let's just follow the plan.
Good joke, I like.
Why is such a hypocrite sometimes?
Never.
But it is the mark of a great king with how he deals with disappointment and those that cause him struggle. If you are to be a great king, how will you deal with this?
Good job, sister. And I pat you on the shoulder and I leave for the guards headquarters.
Are
Okay.
you going to be poisoned first, or?
No. Just give me 10, 20 minutes. I'm gonna report to the guards that I've seen the kids that have escaped. And I see them stab someone and run away.
Oh my god. Oh my on, you idiot.
Do you give a description as best as you can? They nod and agree. Give me a charisma check
You know what
for.
the little boy looks like, do you? You never saw
Probably
him.
not the boy, but he knows what the girl looks like. Give me a charisma check for how well you can describe the girl to these guards. How well you remember what she looked like and all that jazz.
She has also changed her appearance since then.
That's true. She did cut her hair. Let's...
Okay, give me a second.
Is that
As best as I can. 18.
all right. You give your description as best as you can, but it's not a particularly good one. In the
The
end.
woman that stole the money yesterday. I don't remember. She looked like any other peasant. But if you catch her, you know, she's not only a thief, she's also someone who's ready to murder someone.
Well, don't worry. When we catch her, we'll make sure she won't be capable of murdering anyone. We'll disarm her. And they all joke about chopping her hands off.
And I turn around and leave. They're not funny. They're simply not funny.
Joke has been
Yeah,
made too many
and I'm
times.
gonna get home.
All right. The party reconvenes. Is it time to leave? Is it time to vacate the premise?
Yeah, I guess I'm getting poisoned.
So you poison him, and he begins to puke all over the place, and his
Be like, here you go, brother. Drink it down.
training officer comes over and is like, "What the hell is going on? What is this nonsense? You were healthy yesterday." Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I think it was the wild boar.
There's no wild boar in this part of the world. What did you eat? My
I
god.
don't know. The cooks, well, the one with the stand outside who was selling some roasted meat said it's wild boar. It tasted a bit funny, but
It's
I didn't
not
think
wild
anything
boar,
of it.
it's rat. He sells rats.
Oh god.
Oh my god. You're a disappointment. Go sleep it off.
Can I see a doctor? I really
Yeah.
don't feel good.
Go get your doctor. Pay for it yourself though, recruit.
Yes, and I move to the medical tent as fast as I can.
All right. You head to medical tent.
Right, he heads to the medical. I give him a bucket and I say, stay here, I'll be right back. And then I move to whoever is in charge of the company.
Yeah, you find Peter, Captain Peter.
I am sorry to disturb you, Captain Peter, is it?
You're the new cleric that came through town. Glad to
Yes.
have you.
Yes, I have something very grave I need to talk to you about. You might want to sit down.
He takes a seat.
So, I have traveled very far through these lands, and in times of civil war can be very rough. And in my experience, they have effects on things like drinking water, sanitation, those things. And I know the city is much better now than it was before, but I was told that the things had been really bad. Is that true?
No, things have been fine here. We haven't had any problems yet. I mean, except for one guy this morning who ate a rat or something.
Well, you know, sometimes it takes time. Animals are usually affected much quicker than humans or stronger people. I have had a look at this man who came in sick. And this looks more... This is more than just food poisoning.
Seriously? What is it?
It is something we call well, something similar to the Black Plague.
Oh my
But-
god.
I know, and I have to say it is just as bad as it sounds.
Holy shit.
But
What do we do with him? He's in the med bay right now.
Look at me.
Yes?
I am a cleric of Martha,
Of course.
the goddess of healing.
It must be her divine will that sent you here just as a plague outbreak starts. And he makes the double circle of the symbol of Martha.
I make the double circles back and I say, listen, I can transport this man away from your city. I am capable of using the purifying blessing.
Oh,
I
thank
might
God.
even be able to save his life, but we have to act quickly. We need to get him away, preferably in an isolated situation, something where he wouldn't be exposed to too many people, so I can focus on him.
What if we just drove him out to the desert and left him there?
That is not possible. Because even if if he was dying on his way to the desert, then, the fluids in his body might come back into the water here.
I don't understand anything about sanitation, so I believe you.
I actually have friends in the temple at Aldir. If we can manage to get him there, I would be able to cure him. And
Is it
until then, I could keep him safe and purify him.
Is
But
it
it
safe to
takes
take
a
him by
long time.
boat?
Well,
Won't he infect other people?
We would have to take him with few people. I would need people to wash their hands regularly, and they would need to wear masks on their face. But it
Can we
would
just-
be possible.
What if we just dumped him in the ocean?
Same thing. You fish your fish from the ocean. Are you not
Okay.
listening to me? How can that fish get in
I'm sorry,
contact
I'm
with
sorry.
something? It's not possible.
I didn't understand. Okay, whatever you need, you can have it here. He grabs, he digs through a pile of things, pulls out 10 gold pieces, and puts them on the table. This should cover any expenses, I hope.
Right.
Quickly. Oh, and you two, guards, you two. There's a diseased man that this woman is going to be taking care of. You need to help her and do whatever she says, otherwise we're all gonna die of the plague. And they get like this
Right.
concerned look in their face.
Right. And
I'm
I'm
sweating like a pig, and I all feel itchy. It's like blisters.
and I'll get him out of there, I guess. Yeah. And we haven't
Alright.
fought Maya beforehand, so I guess we would meet up somewhere at the port, and I'll just try to get her on the boat as somebody who would help me out.
All right, yeah, you can hop on the boat. It's another 6 gold to get, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 gold to get the 3 of you and the 2 soldiers to Aldir. But that is not even a problem.
Don't worry, Captain. I will be back. I will get strong again.
You stay away for as long as it takes, buddy. And beyond that, take some extra time. We want to make sure you're plague-free.
But you're my family now.
No. That cleric is your family now. Treat her like your own sister, or mother, I guess.
Yeah, and while
I will, like my sister, yes.
And I guess while we're on the boat, I'll put Maya in charge of walking around with like a bucket of water so people wash their hands regularly, right?
All right.
I probably would have disguised myself as like a junior cleric of Martha.
You
or
would have to wear the facial mask anyways.
Yeah,
We're
face
all like
mask and
everybody.
Yeah, I'll found like a robe somewhere, and I'll just be like a little, not a full cleric, but like a little sort of like acolyte or something, and just be sort of like yes.
And I will actually use a purify to keep his infection in check, so it actually doesn't get too terrible, I guess.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, you don't see many of the people on the ship the whole time. It's a small little transport ship that only really has one proper cabin, and everyone else just sleeps in the hold. They've quarantined a section of the back of the hold just for Bud, and everyone else stays above decks the entire time. And when you guys walk around, they always seem to just be on the opposite side of the ship from wherever you guys are, just coincidentally. It's certainly not
I sometimes
intentional.
walk around with lots of incense and just, put some good scent out there with like hand on my face.
Okay.
I'll probably occasionally sort of like go a bit near them and then start coughing a bit just to freak them out.
Yeah, it works. They're terrified. You guys make it to Aldir. The soldiers that came with you come up to you once you dock and say, Mother, did you need us here in town, or can we go back with the ship again?
I say it is fine. My assistant will go and fetch my friends from the temple, and they will let me carry them back. It is better if you return. If you should feel sick, please inform your captain straight away. It is very important.
Don't leave me alone. I'm already feeling better. I can go back.
Don't worry, you'll be fine. Shh. Oh, he's burning up. Let it go.
But before we go, Mother, I've got this really weird rash on the back of my arm. Could you look at it for me?
Sure, I'll have a look, but we have to hurry. We're really under time pressure now.
Yeah, he shows some like random ordinary heat rash on his arm or something.
Right.
Is freaking out over it.
Right, that I could probably treat with a little medical.
Little cure
and
wound
a
here,
tonical.
little medicine here, little ointment there. Yeah. Okay.
Very good.
Back
And I give them the blessing of Martha as well before they return.
That seems to be meaningful to them. They seem appreciative of the blessing of Martha. Back in, not Pike's Point, in Aldir, you can head out of town. You guys arrived in Aldir on the 22nd of June. And you can meet up with Fernando that very day.
Fernando.
The wise old man of the desert. And
Middle-aged man.
Middle-aged.
Silver fox. He's the silver fox of the desert.
Upper middle age, But yeah.
He's still got it.
He's got it. He's got it in aces and spades. He's got that.
Also
Reasons.
aces. Also clubs.
I guess as we walk, I say, have you ever heard of the Black Plague?
To who?
To Fernando, of course.
Why would you?
Yes. Disease. It takes many lives.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing there's none of it around here. Eh?
Oh. We got a cleric to keep us safe after all.
Yeah.
How much of this poison did you give me? It's now the third day and I'm still feeling sick.
I may have given it a little. It's fine. I it's one. It's quite easy to mix up 1 drop and 3. You'll be fine. You'll be fine by tomorrow.
Are we traveling faster? I have the feeling the camels have an easier time pulling the cart.
Yeah, it's almost like we're carrying less weight somehow.
All right. It is a 7-day journey back. Do you have enough food and water to get your way all the way back to Yatel? Yeah?
Yes.
Wonderful.
We have how many weeks do we have left? Like 2 or something?
We can go to Yatel and back to Aldir and then back to Yatel. And then we're out of food.
Fantastic. All right. Your guide, do you take the same route? You could go... Okay. I was going to say, with your guide, you could cut through the desert more if you wanted to.
I will
instead
take the
of going
same
all
route because we
around.
know all the hazards and where everything is, etc., etc., and we know
Yeah,
to go
just-
around the spooky.
Exactly. Try to go around the carts and stuff.
Okay. So you cruise in the same path. Why don't you just keep moving me and just count it out aloud so I know what the count is, and I'll let you know if anything happens.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 4. Hang on. Can I do it with arrow keys?
Yes, you
5,
can.
7. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, maybe diagonals don't work.
Yeah, diagonals don't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's all fine. Ooh, right about there is good.
God
Thank
damn
you
it.
very much. You get most of the way back when you come across what looks like a group of horsemen, but they're not flying the flags of the Abu Dad family. They are flying the flags, I've forgotten their name already, of the Tezrohan family. That is they've sided with the Gildarans. They're the people that own Pike's Point and Aldir. They're sort of in charge of travel and that sort of thing. Usually they have a lot of ships, but this happens to be a lance of mounted riders scouting out the desert. You spot them at a distance of about 3 miles, and they seem to be riding towards you.
We should hide.
In the open desert? Where?
Okay, we shouldn't. I guess. What should we do? Should we just carry on straight on?
Make a quick stop and hide the valuables in the cart so that they can't find it if they inspect us.
Hide the
They will
car?
sure look for. No, we have a box under the cart where we transported all the gold. Put our valuables in there so that it's hidden. They will pretty sure look for easy money.
Possibly, yes, it's worth doing. Maya's gonna hide her valuables in the cleavage.
Excellent.
That's where they never look, right? I mean,
If they want to stick their hand into a spiky ball of poison, then that's entirely on them.
okay.
Maya may or may not have put like one of her pointier brooches pointing upwards.
Yep.
So it's like, what's that? Ah!
Okay. The horsemen come by, and you notice as they get closer, they're coming at a gallop at full speed.
Okay, hold on. Is something following them?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, my perception sucks, though.
Well, can Maya look as well?
27, though. Hello. Good morning.
Your perception's great.
There ain't nothing following them.
Right.
Nothing
Do they
that
look in a
you-
panic or any, like, you know?
I mean, galloping horsemen look like galloping horsemen, right?
I think we
Is
should.
there a Temple of Martha in Yettel?
No, there's a general temple, not one specifically to Martha.
Alright. Sister, I think we should do the plague trick again, but for the other side, obviously. Brother, I'm going to need you to take a sip of this.
No. No.
All right, well, just okay. Here, look, take this. If you need to throw up, then, you know. Other than that, just try and act feverish and ill, okay? But if you're gonna vomit on them, okay?
I'm just gonna picture you naked.
Fine, I'll remember that.
All right. The horsemen get closer and closer, and as they get within, a couple 100 feet, you realize that they are drawing sabers.
Lovely.
Yep.
Cool. We don't have any weapons. Sweet.
Yep. And they're not here to stay and fight, but as they ride past the wagon, they will all make attacks at whoever they can reach and just keep riding by, harassing the travelers here and there.
Bunch of dicks.
You guys are unarmed, so you're just gonna take a couple of attacks, and we'll see how it goes.
If one of them comes into my reach, please let me know.
Oh no! Don't start a fight.
I'm already an attack. I'm not gonna let that stuff get butchered here, or the camels.
Yeah, well,
So if
one of them
someone-
is going to come within your reach. I assume you're riding on the wagon somewhere, so they're going to come by the wagon on either side. We'll say 2 of you are on one side and 2 of you are on the other, because there's 4 of you, so there's 6 of them. So 2 of you will get attacked twice, and the rest of you will just get attacked once. But one of them will come within your range.
I volunteer for getting attacked twice.
I don't know if that's
Is that
something you can
possible?
volunteer for, but
Volunteers as tribute.
I'm the big person. Maybe I'm the most obvious choice to hit.
Sure enough, Bud and Fernando are getting attacked twice. No, I'm sorry, 15.
Okay.
15 would be Sarah. It's Bud and Sarah getting attacked twice.
Alright.
Yeah. So the first group comes and they make an attack at Maya as they ride by with a 2. It sails well over your head, not even getting close to you. One comes by to hit Fernando with a 15, hitting Fernando with his saber for 6 points of damage. Holy shit. Fernando falls unconscious off the cart, hits the ground, and starts to bleed to death. An attack comes at Sarah with a 14 to hit. Are you wearing armor?
I mean, I assume so.
Then it just
I didn't get rid of
clatters.
our armor, right?
No. It clatters off the armor, hidden by your clothes. And another one comes at Sarah with a 16. That'll probably
Still
hit
a
you
miss.
without your shield, right?
Why would I not have my shield, though?
I guess you did see them charging at you from a distance. You had time to pick up your shield. Okay, I'll take it. And then
Okay.
2 attacks against Bud. The first attack comes and you can do whatever retribution you want. The first attack is an 18.
That hits.
All right, the saber slashes at you for 2 points of damage, and you do what?
First, I take notice of my wound, and I'm going to hit back. Wow, with an 11 to hit, which is a miss, I guess.
This is not a grab attack. This is like a punch or eye gouge or whatever,
Yeah,
right?
it's just a swing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a wild miss completely.
Yeah. Second attack.
Second guy comes swinging by with a 23. I think that's a crit.
Hits.
Does it clear by 5?
Yep. Yep.
It is 7 points of damage in a single wound from the saber.
Okay.
And give me
That
an
hurts.
attack roll against him, which you hit with a 27.
27.
So I think you grab hold of him as he races past you, and then with your other hand,
I guess that's a crit against him.
yes. Yes, it is.
19.
Uh,
I'm gonna-
Plus, they're gonna stop and fuck us up. Great.
probably is a double crit, like clears by 10.
Okay.
So go ahead and do double damage. Or triple damage, I would guess. It's another 2d4.
That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You knock him off of his horse. Or you do enough damage that he has to make a saving throw to stay upon his horse. Which he passes, actually. So you... What is this? A takedown?
Takedown. So yeah, I guess I'm trying to knock him down, but if you can,
Give me an opposed strength check to see if you can pull him off his horse, actually. Instead of having him do a dex check to stay on.
Okay.
37.
37.
Yeah, you grab him and pull him off. Do another d6 of damage, because he's moving pretty quickly and now hitting the ground.
4 points.
Oh, God. He hits the ground, a broken and bloody but still living mess. And I think at seeing one of their own fall, the riders will begin to circle around. And we will have to come back to this next week. But then NECA's not going to be with the party, and Chloe has to be gone. This is an interesting spot. We'll figure it out. But they're definitely going to circle back. So that's it for this week's Akuban Nights, everybody. We'll sort out combat next week when the 3 riders try and take on the party.
Die!
Good game, everybody. I am impressed.
Fernando
as
have a
usual.
sword on him.
Fernando does have a dagger. He might... No, he doesn't have anything more than a dagger. And he is unconscious and slowly bleeding to death. So,
So instead of just letting them ride past us and taking the hits, oh no, gotta start a fight with a bunch of swordsmen. God fucking damn it.
Yeah,
Well, they
it's
were
a shame
charging us,
when
they were
people.
not riding past. I'm not sure. Like,
It's a shame when people don't follow the plan. You know, it really just like throws a monkey wrench into everything.
Yeah, strange.
On the other hand, my shit went fine. And if anything had happened, I would have been the one that died.
That's true. That's true. Well, we'll see what happens next week with more Akuban Nights then. In the meantime, why don't we do some shout-outs and stuff, starting with Budarios, because we never start with you.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm just going to say thank you very much for the session. It was great. I love Akuban Nights. I love playing with you all guys. I'm a bit sad that Neka couldn't make it this week, but I guess we have him next week. And other than that, I hope you all enjoyed the show. I hope you had fun. And please subscribe to the YouTube. That's it.
Thank you very much. Fayama.
yeah. I had a blast today. I'm sorry for the terrible accent I did. I hope you guys enjoyed the session as well. If you did enjoy the session, consider supporting Akuban Nights on Neal's Patreon, or just support Neal if you don't like us, but you still like Neal. You know. Also, join our Discord channel if you haven't yet. We hang out a lot together as a community. We also have a channel which is called the Shield Maidens channel, which you should join if you're a girl, woman, grandmother who's interested in D&D and interesting in talking about it.
That's cool. You know.
We actually have a shortage of grandmothers. We have many
Yes.
girls and women, I think, but no grandmothers that I know of. So please, we're missing a demographic.
I'm going to be an aunt soon, so I'm going to be an auntie.
Ooh,
Indie auntie. Yeah.
that's almost a grandmother.
Almost.
I'm an auntie, actually. Yeah, my brother's got a kid. Huh. However, my child is not having any children anytime soon. God freaking damn it.
Are you sure?
I mean, the chances of her getting accidentally knocked up are vanishingly small, so it would have to be a concerted effort.
All right. And as long as we're here, Fuzzy, anything to say before we head off?
Hi, I'm Fuzzy. I'm currently playing through Dragon Age Origins, and thanks for running the game, Neal. And I'm so pleased that I got to seduce somebody and knock them out and just basically do the full femme fatale.
You know,
and that was brilliant.
it's
And I'm not going to be here next week because I'm going to Cardiff to see my child, funnily enough. Yeah.
Cardiff.
Cardiff, yes. I miss
Nice.
Cardiff. It'll be nice to go back.
the TARDIS recharges its batteries.
It is. Yeah, it's also where Torchwood is filmed as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And basically anywhere that's supposed to be London, more often than not, it's actually Cardiff because it's easier to film in Cardiff, and BBC Wales are based there. So there's an awful lot of Doctor Who that's in London where you're there going, that's freaking Cardiff. That's totally Cardiff.
I think that's the best excuse ever to not make it to a gaming session. To have to spend time with your daughter. That's great.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, real life obligations are better.
Yeah.
Good job on seducing the mayor. In my campaigns, I'll usually roll a sexuality die for our characters, and she rolled the elusive 10, which is any which way. It's a bully for you.
She really was into honey cakes. That's the
Mm-hmm.
My honey cakes bring all the mayors to the yard.
to
and
the
they're
yard. Oh, yeah.
All right, that's it for Akuban Nights. We will see you next week, or at least some of you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.